And so when we talk about now, how do we rise back up? How do we get back up? Well, one of the most, and as I mentioned, one of the most powerful tools to help us to always get back up is to have the proper concept of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. حُسْنُ الظَّنِّ بِاللَّهِ. Always have a positive opinion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm going to give you one more example of that, and then I'm going to give you another tool for rising. And that is this. Imagine all of you sitting here today. After we're finished, you go outside, you see your mother in the car, ready to drive. And she says, get in. And you get in the car, and then she begins driving. And as she's driving, thank you. As she's driving, she starts taking a route that you've never seen before. You don't recognize the roads, you don't recognize where you're going. And you ask her, where are we going? I don't know this way home. And she says to you, don't worry, you'll see. Here's my question. How many people at that point are going to panic and call the police? How many people? No one. Absolutely no one. Why? You don't know the route. You don't know where you're going. Why are you not panicked? There's one reason and one reason only. Because you trust the driver. Because you trust the driver. You have something called husn al-dhann. You have a positive opinion of your mother, I hope. And as a result of that, you are certain that she's not going to take you to a ditch and throw you and leave you there and drive off. That she's not going to harm you. You are certain that she's not going to hurt you. And so you're not worried, even when you don't know the route. Now, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is driving our lives, because Allah is the driver, and when Allah is driving our lives and we don't know where He's taking us, we don't know the route, how many of us panic and call the police? Do you understand? Do we have a positive opinion of the driver? Do we have a positive opinion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Or do we panic the moment we don't feel like we're in control? Do we panic the moment we don't feel like we know what's going on? And this is what it means to have something called tawakkul. Trust. Trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, trust in the driver, and husn al-dhann billah, a positive opinion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of the driver of our lives. It's a very, very effective and transformative tool to rise out of our struggles. You know, we're going through something difficult, but one of the most powerful ways to get through that is to always have a good opinion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Second, a very powerful tool to get out of our own struggles is to reach out and help another person who is struggling. And this is a principle we are told in the Quran and in the Sunnah, throughout the Quran and the Sunnah. How many of you know what the golden rule is? The golden rule is something to the effect of do unto others as you would wish others to do unto you. It just means treat others as you'd want people to treat you. Okay, pretty cool, but not good enough. Allah and His Messenger teach us a higher rule. So I called it the platinum rule. It's treat others as you want Allah to treat you. That's how it works. You treat others as you want Allah to treat you. And there is evidence in the Quran and the Sunnah that that's exactly what happens. That how we treat others is how Allah treats us. For example, we're told that those people who have mercy for the creation, the Creator will show mercy to them. And those people who have no mercy and show no mercy to the creation, Allah will not show mercy to them. We're told by the Prophet ﷺ that if you help a person in need, and today that's exactly what we're doing. We are here to help people in need. We are here to help people in situations we would never, ever want ourselves or our families to be in. If you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect you, if you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you in your time of need, then help these people in need. That's how it works. Is that when we protect others, Allah protects us. And the Prophet ﷺ told us that Allah will continue to be at the back of, to support all of us, so long as we continue to support others. Finally, the Prophet ﷺ, he says something very, very powerful. He said that I prefer to help my brother or sister in need than to be in i'tikaf. I'tikaf is seclusion in the masjid. And he doesn't just say any masjid. He says this masjid. And where is he standing? In Masjid of Medina. Haram of Medina. You know, this is the place we save our entire lives just to go once. You know that place? He said that I prefer to help my brother in need than to do i'tikaf, seclusion, in this masjid. And he said that his preference was to help another in need even more than i'tikaf in that masjid. What is the Prophet ﷺ teaching us? He's teaching us the real meaning of spirituality. See, many people misunderstand the concept of spirituality. Spirituality is not just praying in the masjid. Spirituality is not just reciting Quran. But spirituality is also in how we are treating one another. Spirituality is in how I treat someone when they're in need. Spirituality is what am I going to do when I see someone else suffering? What am I going to do about it? And what I do about it becomes a reflection of how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala treats me.